Okay, so start tayo sa mag-minutes of the meeting. Time started, 11:06. Good evening sa inyo. So, thank you sa pagbibigay ng oras para sa ating emergency meeting na ito. So, as we all know naman, last week, nag-ano tayo ng event or rather project. Nag-conduct tayo ng project na kung saan tinawag natin tong the kindness crew, enhancement of literacy skills of underprivileged children, na kung saan ang focus natin is ang pag-a-assist sa mga bata na hindi kayang mag-attend sa school level na pinapaparoonan nila. Na kung saan, syempre, ang mga naging, as we all remember naman sa naging na-conclude natin na project is um, natulungan naman natin yung mga bata na on their different aspects of education na kung saan hirap sila sa pagbabasa at pagtututo wait lang, sorry, pagkatuto sa mga certain lessons. So, before natin kinonduct yung project, nag-assign ako sa inyo ng mga task na kailangan nyo ma-complete and ma-comply yesterday. So, I'm pretty sure. So, okay naman siguro na natapos naman siguro ng lahat. And as far as I remember, siguro naman alam ng lahat kung ano ang nakatoka sa kanila. Okay? So, let's start up with the first agenda, which is the materials and equipment. So, Miss Janelle, can you discuss us the materials and equipment that were involved in this project?
All right, thank you, sir. And let me discuss to you the materials and equipments that we had distributed from our previous project. So we have the books, pencils, coloring materials, notebooks, and we even provided toys to pick the children's interest so we can encourage them to pay closer attention to the lesson that we will discuss. So why did we choose the books? Because of course, our group believed that books plays a pivotal role in introducing children to a world of imagination and providing knowledge of the outside world. And we also provide pencils and coloring materials to as a tool that can flaunt children's creativity to expand their imagination and of course for them to learn how to hold the pencil so they can write properly. And lastly, we provide notebooks, which is an educational tool that is also important to enhance children's writing skills as well as their taking note skills to connect their ideas. And also, it is a stepping stone on how to write. And lastly, we also provide toys. Of course, hindi lang tayo puro aral, hindi lang tayo puro pagbabasa at pagsusulat. We also provide engaging activities such as playing, of course, and toys is one of the means so we can encourage them to attend our everyday activities. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Fresco, for discussing us the materials and equipment. So, I hope naman na, syempre, may through the discussion, wonderful discussion of Ms. Fresco about the materials and equipment, syempre, mas na further elaborate tayo kung para saan at para saan and bakit natin na conduct and ano nga bang kung bakit natin syempre ano mga nagamit natin na equipment para natin nahasa yung mga bata into specific learning areas and zones. So, Mr. Maribok, so can you now discuss and further give us an insight sa nagawa nating data collection?
Yes, sir. So, we conducted the activity in Tuefeli, a village upper located in Tagpos, Binawan, Rizal within the National Capital Region of NCR. So, this area was chosen because we wanted to focus on families and children who face challenges in providing educational support at home. By working closely with these families, we aim to identify their needs and offer some assistance, including basic learning materials like notebooks, pencils, and paper. These settings allowed us to address the specific needs of the community and support the project's goal of making a meaningful impact in their community. And that is all with my part, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Maribok, for that wonderful insight about the data collection that had happened during our program, or rather project. So now let's move on to the target participants and further elaboration kung bakit children naging target natin dito. So Mr. Seno and Mr. Leones, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, sir. So let's talk about the target participants or the respondents of this study. So these are the children under the 7 or 13 years old who stop their education or late enrollees. So this study include their personal information such as name, age, birthday, and their parents or guardians' name. So we assure you that all of the information that we gather on this study um, are given voluntary by the student and we ask for their consent. So there are 26 students that ages 7 to 13 years old, whereas the oldest are two pupil who are 13 years old. So that's all.
In addition, for educational background, Kindness Crew carried out research in Teofilo Village, Tagpos, Binangonan, Rizal, where they identified underprivileged children and gave significant insights into their personal circumstances. Many of these children are abandoning their education due to the challenges with modular learning, while others faces financial struggles. A large number of them are also enrolled in grades that do not match their age. That's all. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Senet and Mr. Leones, for that wonderful elaboration on the target participants of our project. Now let's move on to the summary. The summary of this project. Ms. Bocalan, can you please discuss the overall summary of this project?
Good day, sir. Thank you so much. So, for our summary on this project, of course, our goal is to enhance the literacy skills of underprivileged children, right? So, in our conclusion, so the goal of our project is to help the underprivileged children to pursue and continue studying and encourage them to learn more things they do not know yet because of lack of chance and financial need to support their studies. So we chose children from Theophilo Village Upper. So they are the beneficiaries of our project. So according to our researchers' knowledge, it contains the most numbers of children who are not or stop studying in Barangay Tagpos, Binangonan, Rizal. So of course, we take 5 days to complete this project. So in our first day, we did an interview with the chosen participants with their parents, of course. And in our second day, in our project is we gave an introduction, of course, with their parents again, with their consent. And in our third day and fourth day, since our goal is to enhance their literacy skills, we create a reading and writing activity, both English and Tagalog or Filipino language. And of course, on our fifth day of the group, we gave foods for the participants and gave a reward as well to those who are obedient and participative children. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you for that wonderful summary, Ms. Bocalan. So to further conclude this project, so Ms. Mira, can you please discuss what are the conclusions of this project?
Good day, sir. So here's the conclusion of our project. So many children, especially in the slum community, is lack literacy skills due to poverty and their disinterest. So levels of poverty and deprivation continue to make life a daily struggle for individuals, families, and neighborhoods where many people have lower life expectancy, a higher exposure to crime, and high levels of unemployment. So, in a developing country like the Philippines, the rate of poverty and the lack of literacy skills of children is continue growing. And as part of our school activity, we made a little organization dedicated for the community and children. In this project, we start to campaign to teach and enhance the literacy skills of underprivileged children of Teofilo Village, Tagpos, Binangonan, Rizal. Furthermore, the results showed that 100% of participants enhanced their literacy skills. From this, 95% of children aged 9 to 13 years old learned to read and write, while 5% of children aged 7 to 8 years old gain more educational knowledge and improve as well. So, to sum up, the educational materials and our group intervention has a significant impact on improving literacy skills of underprivileged children. So that's all for the conclusion, sir.
Okay, thank you for that, Miss Mira. So, for the further recommendations of our project, Miss Camila, can you discuss or elaborate the findings or other recommendations that were noted in this project?
Thank you, sir. So, this is the recommendation of this project. Since this project focuses on enhancing literacy skills for underprivileged children with recommendations based on the project's findings, um, the suggestions includes the encouraging parents despite financial hardships to prioritize their children's right to education. The project also initiated a campaign to improve literacy skills among these children. Additionally, it, in, it introduces a refined approach to assessing educational programs to ensure children gain valuable skills for future opportunities. So that's all for the recommendations. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Miss Camila. So, do we have any more other matters to be discussed in this meeting? Any further announcement from other employees or other organizational members? Pareyak po if wala na po. Kahit thumbs up, react na lang po para malaman ko kung may other matters, other announcements na kailangan pa po nating ma-bring up before natin i-conclude ng meeting.
Addition lang po, sir. So,
Mm.
of course, we use a purposive sampling technique to get the participants in this project. So that's my additional information about our project.
Okay, thank you for that additional information about our project, Ms. Wakalan. Any other matters, any other additional informations or announcements to be discussed? If there are none po, pa-react na lang po kahit thumbs up or heart. Okay, so majority naman pa nag-react na. So that concludes our meeting. So sa nagbe-minutes po, pakitandaan na lang po, 11:19 time adjourned. So this meeting is now adjourned po. Thank you po for attending. And have a great night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.